Now let's take a look at page 94, Harmonization Example B. On this example, we are instructed to actually not play the melody this time, so you will not be playing the melody. Instead, you'll be playing a two-handed accompanimental pattern here. Okay? So first of all, let's see what this pattern actually is. So notice we have bass clef in the right hand as well. It just means that the right hand is going to be lower. And the right hand is just playing D, F sharp, A, which is just a D major chord, another G major chord, and then notice this is a D, G, B. That makes a G major chord. It is inverted there, but basically it's just the 4 chords. So in D major, this would be a 1, a 1, and a 5. That's what we have going on here. Not a 5, but a 4, excuse me. The left hand is playing a D, D down to G, just really low. So let's try that pattern that we have indicated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, then down to G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pretty straightforward. So to do this, the left hand is actually going to be in G position. So use your thumb here and then your 5th finger on the low G. So left hand's in G position. Now all we have to do is figure out what chords to play. So every time you see a D, you're going to be playing the 1 chord. Every time you see a D, it's the 1 chord. Then here's the G. The G will be the 4 chord. Maybe I'll do that in a different color. Let's do it in a different color. 1 chord. Then we'll do 4 chord. Let's do another 1 chord here. Second line, we go back to the 1 chord. Another 1 chord. Then we go to an A, which is the 5 chord. And then back to the 1 chord, the 5 chord, and back to the 1 chord. So we already know the 1 chord and the 4 chord. We just need to now learn the 5 chord. Right? So let's see how we'd like to voice that. So what are the notes to the 5 chord? That's the first thing we need to determine. So let's say we have a 5 chord here, which is A. Well, the notes for the 5 chord in D major is just A, C sharp, E. Okay, so the A chord is A, C sharp, and E. And we want to do this just as a 5 chord. So the right hand is the cadence. Okay, so 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. That's all it is. So if I was actually notating this here, okay, let's say that I wanted to just write out the rest of this here. It would look like this. So I'd have my rest, then I have my C sharp, then E, and then A, like this, with 1, 2, 5. Okay, 5 chord. And then the left hand would just be an A, okay, with 4th finger, since that would be the root of the chord. Okay, so very simple. So let's go over our chords. So 1 chord, so left hand again, thumb on the D, so in G position. Right hand is just cadences, okay? Down here, here we go. And D chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now G for the 4 chord. Now try the 5 chord, 4, C sharp, E, A. That's it. Okay, so that's what you'll be doing on this. The only time it changes is when you get to the second to last measure. And the reason it changes is because, well, now each chord is only 2 beats long. For this, what you can do is just play them as a block chord. So it would be the 1 chord, then the 5 chord, and then the 1 chord. And I say let's just block the last 3 chords. All right? Once you have this, we can actually start to play it. Let's try it. Here we go. Ready? 1 chord. 2, 3, 1 chord again. down to the 4 chord, which is G, G, back to the 1 chord, 1 chord again, now the 5 chord, 4th finger on A, left hand, back to the 1 chord, block chords here, block chord, 1, then 5, back to 1, and that's it.